Okay, this is the 1.5 video, and we're going to do things a little bit different for this video. I'm going to give you a couple of examples, and what I want you to do is I want you to see what patterns you can come up with and what rules you might write to describe these patterns. So, first of all, let's write down 1.5, and we need to write down the objective of this one, which is I can write and evaluate expressions using negative exponents. So, hopefully with what the rules you come up with for this video, you will be able to write and evaluate expressions using negative exponents. So, I can write and evaluate expressions using negative exponents. So it says, I can write and evaluate expressions using negative exponents. Let me get out a better pen. Okay, so here's what I want us to think about for a second. If I start out with, let's go 2 to the 4th, 2 to the 3rd, 2 squared, 2 to the 1st, 2 to the 0, 2 to the negative 1, 2 to the negative 2, and 2 to the negative 3. Okay, 2 to the 4th. This is equal to 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. This one's equal to 8. This one's equal to 4. This is just equal to 2. What is this one equal to? Now, I want you to look at these. I want you to look at what pattern can you see between 6 and 8? How about between 8 and 4 and 2? So what would you think based off the pattern that you have seen here that you would put for this one? We'll go with another example. 3 to the 4th, 3 cubed, 3 squared, 3 to the 1st, 3 to the 0 power, 3 to the negative 1, 3 to the negative 2, 3 to the negative 3. So this is going to be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 81. This is 27, 9, 3. Can you see a pattern between these? Maybe try plugging them into your calculator. Maybe try seeing how they might be related. And then I want you to say, think about what you would put as 3 to the 0 power. And then if that's what you're going to put for 3 to the 0 power, how are you going to do 3 to the negative 1? Or 3 to the negative 2? How about 3 to the negative 3? I will give you one hint. 3 to the negative 1, or I'll give you 3 to the negative 2 is going to be 1 over 9. How might I have gotten this answer? So I want you to think about what patterns you can find between these ones, and then I want you to write this pattern down in your notebook, but I also want you to comment this pattern in the discussion that I'm about to start on this homework assignment. Okay? So think about the patterns that you see here. What rule would you write for anything to the 0 power or anything to a negative number? Do you want me to write that down for you? What rule or pattern can I see for anything to the 0 power? What about negative powers? Wow, that's not very legible, but it says, what rule or pattern can I see for anything to the 0 power or to negative powers?